Hey guys, welcome to my first PC build on this YouTube channel here. We got a pretty beefy build here going to be going on today, and I can't be more excited to show you guys. So if you guys are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video, and also hit the bell to get notified when I go, well, not go live, because I usually say that for my Twitch, when new videos come up here. So today we got a pretty much a beefy build. It's about $5,000. We finally got our hands on a 3080 Ti from our buddy in his shop in Arizona. We're going to be pairing it with the CPU. We're going to be doing a i9 11900 900K with a 1TB 980 Pro M.2 drive to operate that for the Windows there. We also have a ASUS 590A gaming motherboard here. And then we also have the NZXT Z73 RGB in white. So we have 3 boxes of the Lian Uni fans of the 120. We are going to be doing 6 white and 3 black. So it's going to be a Stormtrooper theme. Also, we are going to pair the whole system with a 850 watt power supply from ASUS. It's going to be in white, so our cables are going to be white there. Also, down by here below, we have our RAM. We're going to be doing 64 gigabytes of CORSAI VENGENCE RGB PRO SL RAM. The difference between the regular one and the SL is just slimmer, so it's a little smaller on the top and has a full RGB strip rather than being broken up a little bit like I said this one is on this rig right here. Also, we're going to have our storage as a 2 terabyte of a 980 Pro. And then also we're going to be pairing the whole system with the Lian RGB strips. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get into it. And then we're going to start with the motherboard, the M.2 drives, the CPU, and the RAM right now. So let's switch over. We are going to start doing the motherboard, the CPU, the M.2 drive storages, and the RAM right now. So right now we're going to set these aside. Motherboard for the Z590A gaming motherboard from ASUS ROG. So let's go ahead and open that up. Okay. And honestly, look at that, guys. Look at the heat sinks that they put at the top and the left side there. Absolute beautiful board for being a white one. White ones are hard to come by, to be honest. And ASUS does not let anyone down at all. So this is what we're going to be using for our stop. We're going to go and set this on top of our board here. Okay, so what I'm going to start with first is I'm going to install the RAM right now. So the RAM, what you want to do, there's these pegs here. Don't do the ones on the bottom, they really don't do much. The ones at the top, we're going to be doing all 4, so it does not matter where we're at. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and open up our RAM. 64 gigabytes, rated at 3600 megahertz. Honestly, guys, that is gorgeous. And like I said, they're the SL, so a little bit slimmer. And they have a full RGB strip at the top. They're not cut off by a little bar like on this rig that's over to your guys's right, my left. There we go. There we go. We have all of them clicked in. Make sure you want to go back over them all. Make sure they're all in, all there for you. Next up, we're going to do the CPU, the fun one right now. So what you want to do when you're doing your CPU, there's a little tension bracket here. You want to push down and move it over to your right and then back up, or release it. And then you can go ahead and move this up. And we'll just go ahead and take out our CPU. That is our i9 11900K CPU from Intel. Now, I did buy a i9 10900K, but the thing is, with the 11900K, it will be more usable for the M.2 drive since they're PCIe 4.0. So I wanted to go with that. When putting this in, there's no pins on the Intel ones. So there's a little triangle in the lower left-hand corner right here. And you want to match it up with your board. There'll be a little triangle in that area there. So what we want to do, slowly put it down. Don't want to let it move at all. So there we go. It's in there. We're good. So then now, what you want to do is start closing your door and push down on the retention bracket. The cover will come off, so it'll pop off by itself. So I'm going to push down on the retention bracket, put it under that little bracket there, and voila. We have our CPU already officially installed. As we're wanting to go ahead and install our M.2 drives. So we have two here. We have a 1 terabyte and we have a 2 terabyte. The 1 terabyte will go up in the top lane. That's going to be running our Windows and everything off the CPU there. And our 2 terabyte will go down here, and the next lane here, I'll be running for all our storage. Let's go ahead and spin this up. Okay, should be enough. Go ahead and take off the cover. Set the cover to our left here. Grab our handy dandy box cutter and open up the box here. Okay guys, so when you take that all cover off and then you take the standoff off in here, you want to take off the thermal padding cover. There, you want to take that off there. Then we're good to go on placing this guy down in there. This one's a little backwards, so this will be lane 1. There we go. I'm going to tighten it down where it's snug, not too tight. That's probably good right there. Okay, and we'll grab our cover. Put our cover back on. Just hand tight snug, that's all we want here. Okay, got that one on. Now if you see guys, on this motherboard, there's no heatsink on the bottom of here, which is okay. We have heatsink on the top, which will be okay. There's a little block here, which we'll have for standoff. This one does not have a spot for a screw. It has a little retention, little plastic clips, which is cool. Go ahead and put that one down. Make sure we can get that over it, and then all you do is get that one on. Go ahead and take off our heatsink on this one here at the top. We'll put this one on. And tight. Nothing more. Don't need to over torque it at all. All right, guys. So now we have completed putting the RAM, the CPU, and the 2 M.2 drive storage there. They're all done there. That is all done. So next is pretty much putting this guy into the case. So it's gonna be easy. The back, you know, this back plate here is pretty easy. You don't have to mess with that like the old computers, how this one had to do, I used to do. So we're gonna put that one in, and we're gonna start there. All right, guys. So the next thing I'm gonna be doing is gonna be actually doing the cooler and the motherboard right now. We're gonna put that on, and then we're gonna install the fan on there. Lian Li fans, we're gonna do, this one's gonna be the top. So we're gonna do white, black, white on the top of this one. So just bear with us, and we're gonna unbox this here. This is the white NZXT Z73 RGB cooler. Okay, these are going to be our for fans and everything when we install them onto the thing. So and Lian Li might have their own, so I'm not sure there. Not too tight, nothing like that. You're good. All right. So what I've been starting to do a little bit off camera right now, I'm just putting these in on the fans. Right now, guys, graphics card prices are starting to drop a little bit, but the amount I spent on mine was a few months back, around $2,000 for a 3080 Ti. So glad I got my hands on one, but you know, yeah, graphics card prices are going down, but yay. Won't be bringing this video to you right now though. I was gonna wait. We'll be waiting for a graphics card for a while. But my buddy's shop in Arizona, he hooked me up, and yeah, so we got that all set up and done right there. We're gonna grab our case, and we're gonna start mounting this into the case. So, and I'm very excited to bring this to you, and I hope you guys enjoy this and have some fun. I do is, once you put this in, line up your holes on the back. There we go. So what you want to do, grab your 1 thumb screw that you had on there and put it here on the top portion where it was at. And voila. Take your thumb screw, put it in the normal spot there. And to get the back piece here off, so you can do the fans, you gotta press this little button here where the screw's at. Press it up a little bit more, and it pops right out. Whoop. Voila. Magic. Go. Make sure it snaps in. Fans are in. Beginning more and more to look like a almost finished PC. Okay. So what's next for us to do before we do all our cable management and all that stuff right now, is we're going to be putting our graphics card in. Because what we'll have to do is we'll have to do our cables for our power and on the actual power supply. And we have our Lian extension cable for the 3-pin. Okay, power on. Got power. And go. We'll have to rotate this around, and then in the LCD screen we'll have to rotate it to make it fit. We'll have to do all those things, but if we do anything like there we go, guys. It's up and running. I'm just gonna tidy up everything in the back, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna turn it off, and we'll make sure it boots up into the BIOS. But I'll go ahead and do that off stream or off camera, and see you guys on the new system.